Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I am in the second position and seems to be a very difficult board. I believe red will go for 8-4-10 or 8-4-3, and then it's very difficult to get any ore on this board now. That said, I do like 8-5-10. I believe that's a very good option, securing very good sheep and the best wheat on board. I'm also considering something like 843 because I will not be having a lot of ore. So getting something like brick and wood will be extra important, especially because there is already a lot of sheep on board and I might be able to get it when it comes back to me. I can also go something like 8-10-3 and then build on 8-5 and on 8-4, but that is risky. Somebody can cut me off. 9-3-4 is also not bad. But yeah, but in any case, I think I will go for 8-5-10. Probably make use of the wheat port because I have the 8 wheat. I also get some wood, so maybe if I can get something like 9-10-2 is also okay when it comes back to me. I'll be able to point to the right and build on the 3:1 port in that case. Gray 2 grabs the best wheat on board. So now I believe blue has a very difficult decision because they don't have a lot of wheat and also they won't have a lot of ore. So they are forced into playing a road building kind of a game. But that said, they don't even have a lot of wood on board. Maybe something like 6-3-11, 6-9-3 makes sense, and then try and building on the 3:1 port. That can work. Yeah, seems like that is what blue will be trying to do. They can also point to the left, yeah, and then try and build on the 3:1 port. Now they have the option of going for 6-11-12, 9-5-10, 5-4-11. So they do have a few options. They do go for 9-5-10, which is completely fine. They don't have any wheat or I mean very little ore, but let's see what I can get now after Gray places their settlement. Gray can go for something like 5-4-11 or maybe even 9-4-11. 6-5-11, 6-3-11. So Gray also does have a few options. Gray does go for 6-5-11 and I'm completely fine with it. Sorry, 6-3-11. I can go for 6-11-12, but I wouldn't want more sheep. I will not be getting the sheep port. I do need to consider the option of 8-3 as well. I believe 8-3 will be pretty decent spot for me. And red here will go most likely red here will most likely go for 4-5-11 if I place on the 9-10-11 and point to the right. But I believe 9-10-11 is decent for me. I will be still pointing to the right. I will not have any 3:1 ports this game probably, but I think that is something I can make do with. Maybe if I go for 6-9-2 point to the right, I will have the 3:1 port. Or maybe something like 4. Yeah, I believe 4-9-11 is better because that stops red from getting the 4-5-11 spot, and that does give me brick and extra wheat for my wheat port. Okay, so seems like red is playing without any sheep, but they are pointing towards the sheep tile on 5-2. I expected red to place on something like 6-5-11, 6-11, 12, and that is why I did not place on the. I pointed my road on the left. So yeah, let's see how this game goes. I can build towards the 8-3 if I get a little lucky with getting something like a road building or Year of Plenty. Doesn't start too well for me, but I think that's fine. So if I had placed on 9, 10, 11, red would have placed on 6, sorry, 5, 4, 11 and had a very strong Orvi cheap game. Not that they don't have a Orvi cheap game now, they just need to build a resource here and they will be all set. So another wood and brick will give me my settlement on the wheat port. I believe it will be very important for me to get the port. It is difficult for me to block red because I share the 10 tile and the 9 tile as well as the 4 tile with red. Do roll another 5. Not much that I can do. So I'll just end my turn with the cards I have in hand. Grey here can have a very good game as well. They can easily build on 6-5, 12 and increase their production by a huge amount. Seven would be pretty good, I believe. And luckily, I do roll the 7. So now Grey has to lose 4 of their cards, and I will be blocking the 10 wood and stealing from red. I do get an ore, and I'm completely fine with that. At this point, I believe I can just go for a single dev card. It's a knight, which is okay. I believe if the 8 wheat gets blocked, I will be able to unblock myself. I also have the option of trading with blue. Blue might be willing to give me a brick for a wheat. Anyways, now I don't need the brick anymore. Now that I have already, now that the 9 has rolled. So maybe I can get a trade with Grey now. Surely that trade that I am willing to do, but let's see. I wouldn't want to do it for cheap. Okay, now I know that they are not building on the wheat port. Although that does help Red's game a bit, I am okay with it for now. Another 6 does roll. Let me offer a wheat for sheep trade now. Maybe Grey can accept it. Blue accepts it. Yeah, at this point, I might do it with blue. I don't mind that. And end my turn. So now getting a city on 8 5 10 and on 4 9 4 9 11 is very important for me. That will increase my wheat production by quite a bit and also help me get the longest road by connecting by rolling nines and tens. Yeah, so these early threes and sixes are helping Grey quite a lot and also blue for that matter. Let's see if blue is able to build a city. Yeah, so blue does get a city. And now blue is in a very threatening position. 9 rolls. Yeah, I'll just build a single road and end my turn. Yeah, not sure what Grey wants to do. Maybe Grey can cut me off over here. So that is something I need to be a little careful about. So I do know that 6 and 8 have both rolled. So Grey has uh, and a 3 roll. So Grey can easily cut me off on the 8 wheat, and I wouldn't want that at all. Okay, luckily now Grey is building towards the 9 12 spot. I believe that is because Grey wasn't able to get any trades. I would love to roll a 7 on my turn. I will be blocking the 5 sheep and stealing from blue. Okay, I am not able to roll a 7, but I believe I can still get my settlement on the 8 spot. Let's see if any trade goes through. Yeah, wouldn't want to be trading with blue. So in that case, I'll just get my settlement here and end my turn now. And 8 rolls. So now these 8s are really good for me. So I believe my next order of business is to get 2 cities. And I also think that both gray and blue seem to be threatening a lot more than I do at this point. So because blue already has a city and they are very close to getting a settlement, uh, so people might target blue and gray. instead of me. So that is something which will be very, which can work in my favor. I would love to roll a 7, as I've already mentioned. I'll go for this trade. So I roll a 5 and not a 7. I can get a dev card, but at this point, I don't think so. That is the best option for me. I think holding on to my cards or just converting my wheat into an ore and holding it would be fine. I need to get a city. I already have a knight, so that's some insurance for me. Another 8 rolls, so that's really good. I believe brown can now, sorry, gray can now do a 4 is to 1. Okay, seems like they are going for a city before getting the settlement. Yeah, I think if none of the trades go through, gray can just do a 4 is to 1, convert their wheat into whatever is going to brick and build the settlement on the 3 is to 1 spot at 912. Yeah, looks like that's what they do in the end. Blue to roll the die. I wouldn't mind another 8 or a 5. 7 rolls. The 8 wheat is a easy target, I believe. And steals from me, that's a little unlucky. On my turn, I will be playing the knight and blocking the 5 sheep. I would want to steal from red, but it's difficult to do that because blue and gray are in a stronger position. I believe red will now block either 5 or 9. Okay, blocks the 6 and gets a city. So now, yeah, red is also a little threatening. I do roll a 5. Not sure what I can do at this point. I don't want to get a dev card and end my turn, but I believe that is what I will have to do. I can convert my sheep into an ore and hold on to the cards, but okay, road building is pretty decent. If yeah, I might actually target the A3 spot now or try building a road on the A3 spot. That would increase my ore production and also yeah, but I think if blue rolls a 7, it will be difficult for them to get a settlement here at this point. 12 is rolled, so now gray gets 2 rare ore. Yeah, and blue gets their settlement. So now blue is in a very strong position. Luckily the 6 is blocked, so blue doesn't get any cards, but now I am further away from my city than I want to be. A 10 does roll, so I will be able to build 2 roads and a settlement on the 4 spot. I believe that's the only option I have. I don't want to connect my roads this early and not have anything to show for it. I mean, even if I get the longest road, I'll only be painting a target on my back. Don't want to do that just yet. Rather just get a settlement and end my turn. I can also build on the brick port over here, but that is a little far away for now. So I do need a few eights to roll. Sixes have been pretty frequent, but now do need eights and fives to roll so that I can get my city. 11 is also okay, not the worst, but not the best either. I do roll a 7, so at this point I believe the 5 sheep is an easy block for me and stealing from blue. The reason why I'm stealing from blue is because blue is in a much better position than grey. Although grey does have ore, which is a rare resource for me. So I might have to just end my turn with the cards I have in hand. Grey doesn't play their knight, so that is something for sure to keep in mind. The dev card they have is not a knight, is what I believe now. Grey will be getting a city, yeah, and they build a city on 834. And they also get the longest road, so they now Grey is a target. A 7 rolls. I just have to give away all my brick and sheep. A 10 doesn't help me much, but that's fine. Gives me a wood. Maybe, yeah. So now red will get their second city, and red is equally threatening. The unfortunate part is red and grey do not share any tiles together. So at this point, I believe I will be targeting red alone. Yeah, I cannot target both. I mean, blocking the 10 wood doesn't help anything at all. So I have to block the 8 ore. I get a wood, which is not the something that I was looking for, but that's what it is. Yeah, I think I have to just go for another dev card or maybe hold on to the cards I have in hand. But hopefully I get a Year of Plenty or a Monopoly. I get a Knight, okay, not the worst. And luckily the 8 ore is blocked, so red doesn't get 3 ores. Another 8 is good for me. I do need another 8 to roll, and maybe a trade like this works for me, I believe. A 9 gives me a brick. So yeah, I can build another road here. And not much that I can do after that. I will have to just convert my wheat into ore and hold on to the cards I have in hand. I will be building another road at this point. Uh, or maybe I should just hold on to these cards and let's see if I can get any trades. That is also something that I can try. Not sure if any trade will go through. And I'm not even sure what I'm looking for at this point. So I can get another dev card, but I believe that will just slow me down at this point. So I'll just build another road and I'll try to connect my settlements. Go for the longest road at least. Try to go for the longest road. So 8 is good for me, but I believe that will be another city for Grey, or maybe a couple of dev cards because 6 and 8 both did roll. I might go for trade like this. I do need an ore so that I can get a city. Wow. Is Grey able to get a city? I don't think so. I think they'll just go for a single dev card. Yeah, that's what they do. Makes sense. So another 8 rolls that gives me the city that I want. Hopefully I don't roll a 7 because I will have to give away the cards that I need to build the city. But a 7 does roll exactly when I was not wanting it. So at this point, just have to give away my wood and wheat. Target's Grey, which is completely fine. At this point, I will play my knight and block Grey. Uh, I don't think, yeah, so I do get an ore. That's really good for me. And I roll a 4. Let's see if I can get a sheep. If I get a sheep, I mean, I still am not able to get the, yeah, they want an ore, so surely not doing that. Here I can build another road, but I would rather just hold on to my cards. Actually, I probably think that Grey will be stealing from me, so it's better if I build a road and end my turn with no cards in hand. So if the okay, so Grey is targeting red, solo targeting red, which is completely fine. Not sure if Grey will be able to build 2 roads, but if they are, they can just block me over here, which is not what I would want. A 10 hasn't rolled in quite some time, so I don't think anybody has an extra vote to give away. I'd be very lucky if I am able to get the longest road and a dev card in this turn. So that road doesn't help Grey at all in building towards the in building their longest road. So any 9 or 10 will help me get a dev card. Oh, sorry, get me will help me get the longest road. So I still need a 9 or a 10 to roll. A 9 does roll. So I can convert my sheep into a wood and build the longest road here. So that is good. And now I will also convert my wheat into a ore. Hopefully I get a knight. That will be very very good for me. I get a victory point. That is the worst thing for at this point in time. So now I do need to build another city if I want to win in the next turn. I don't have any settlement spots left, so that doesn't help me. If I'm able to get another dev card, I hope it's another victory point. So red gets another city there. I do roll a 7, so that's unlucky. I might not even be able to get a dev card this turn. Unless I am able to pull a sheep. So I have to target red, I believe. But yeah, there is no easy way to target red. So at this point, I might just target blue. I get a brick, not what I was looking for. So I'll just convert my sheep into ore and end my turn. So this 10 is good for me. I will be able to build a longer road. But yeah, if this was a knight, I would have just won the game at this point. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a knight. I will be able to build two more roads, securing the longest road. Seven would be nice. Instead of 12 rolls, so Grey has two ores now. Don't think Red will be able to win in this turn. They will be able to get couple of dev cards, or they get another. Look, they just get one dev card, I believe. They get two dev cards. Okay. If a 10 rolls, I would probably try and get another dev card. So another 9 rolls, that doesn't help me much. I just have to build a couple of roads now so that my longest is secured. And 8 rolls, that is good for me, but I think that's even better for red. Red will just be able to get a dev card. Sorry, get a city. Luckily, Great does target red. A 7 is rolled. I believe the 5 sheep is will be blocked now. Okay, so blue still targets me. Maybe this is just a counter block for when I targeted the 9 wheat. Sorry, 9 sheep. Six rolls, that I think helps blue quite a bit. Place the monopoly on the wheat. Yeah, and we'll be able to get a city or maybe dev cards. Gets a city. Do they have the capability of buying a dev card now? Not sure about it. So I roll an 8, but my 8 is blocked. So I just have to end my turn here. Yeah, a little unlucky getting this victory point. I am stuck now for quite some time in this game. And Grey has a very good chance of winning it now. 7 rolls, that is a little lucky, I would say. Should be blocking the 8 or maybe the 4 wheat is a better block. Okay, does block the 8 completely fine with it. Of 4 rolls, yeah, so I think red will be able to get a city. They get another monopoly and play it on the sheep. So they basically were able to get 2 monopolies as their 2 dev cards, and now they are going for victory points. Hopefully they don't get any. They do get a victory point, and that's GG. So I was stuck on 9 points for quite some time and was not able to get a city or a knight, which was unfortunate for me. I did get the longest road as I expected. A game without ore has to have the longest road, and I could have easily gotten the largest army, but unfortunately I got a victory point and I was stuck on 9. If this was the largest army, I would have won the game. I guess 2 or 3 turns ago. Should have blocked the 10 wood instead of the 9 sheep. I believe that would have been one difference. But yeah, that is the only mistake I think I made this game. Um, yeah. Anyways, let's see the ELO board now. So I am still at 1133. Not bad, but hopefully I can rise further ahead. Anyways, bye for now and see you again in the next video.